minute. Well, how do you think I feel about what's been going on? Let's talk about it for a minute. Well, how do you think I feel about what's gone wrong?
You're now listening to A-Loud Music.
Well, how do you think I feel about what's been going on? Let's talk about it for a minute. Well, how do you think I feel about what's been going on? Let's talk about it for a minute. Well, how do you think I feel?
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Awesome Nobody with the Awesome Nobody podcast. We back with another episode of the minicast. So, in a minute, I'm going to get on the phone and I'm going to talk to one of the top artists in New Jersey. That's right, y'all. Y'all forgot about Jersey, but y'all need to wake up. Y'all sleep. We got a lot of talent out here, a lot of potential. We making a lot of moves. And I don't even mean to be in some old, talking some old radio voice type stuff, but I'm really proud, man, because I'm from Jersey and I know how hard it is out here in Jersey to do anything. Just to live, first of all, is tough, right? Highest taxes outside of California, right? What else? The police out here aren't playing around. Even though we haven't had incidents like other states, you know, we still have a lot of problems with police, mostly petty issues, you know, fines, locking dudes up for vehicle fines, parking tickets. That's really what Jersey will do. They'll lock your ass up for some damn parking tickets, right? And they'll just keep you locked down. So then also, you know, it's hard in the music scene because there's no venues. And I'm gonna call up, you know, a guy known for a long time, way before rap, and he broke the barrier as far as when it comes to connecting with the industry, when it comes to putting out songs, staying in your own lane, and then also supporting, you know. So it's always good to talk to somebody like him. It's always good to learn from somebody like him. Don't act like y'all out there know everything either. You got to listen and learn, pay attention, right? And so he's just got a lot of knowledge and is a really good dude. So I'm going to call up my man, Bulleproof Belv from Jersey, and get him on the line, and we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Awesome Nobody podcast.
What up?
Yo, Belv, what's good? This is Awesome Nobody, man. You on the Awesome Nobody podcast. What the fuck is good? Oh, no problem, man. I mean, you know, me and you go way back, and it's always good to talk to you. And I know I be moving around a little bit, but I see you be moving around a little bit too. But I'm glad we can make the time to connect, right?
Anything for you, man. You like bro, like for real.
Yeah, man. So, and a lot of people don't know that. Like, a lot of people be like, you know, they use that term lightly. They be like, yo, that's my bro. They be like, but we really go way back, like, yo, into the 90s and shit, right?
I hate to say it. It's like it was almost like Dawson's Creek. Like we were like really next door to each other. I got in trouble for being over your house late. You know what I mean, your mom come through. Who here? Stepdad. Who here? And it's like, oh, it's you know what I mean? They say my government name. I'm like, all right. They're like, all right, he good. He good. But you gotta leave. You gotta go home at this time. I'm like, all right. So like, yeah. I mean, like. Ripping and running late night, lights come on, we all gotta rush home type stuff. Like, yeah, man. Second grade. Second grade.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a long journey, and you know, we made it this far, and you know, just sitting back watching you is amazing. And you nonstop. Like, you've been putting in a lot of work. You nonstop. Like, never been quiet for a day. I'm like, yo, just grinding. And from all that hard work, you getting a lot of benefits, as you should. And I'm proud of you, first of all, man, and really happy for you. Like, just putting in the work and getting the results, because that's hard on itself.
I think it's just like being loyal and sticking to your one path, man, in life. I mean, you ain't got to stick to one path, but just know where you headed. I mean, and kind of stick to that. I mean, because the roads get bumpy, it'll take you different places, but as long as you get back on that path. And right now, it's got a path for positivity, like positive
Yeah.
path I'm going towards, and it's just like see right then and there, and the benefits is because I'm loyal to, like, I mean, what I'm doing and people that I do meet, and it ain't like I'm overdoing it. Like, I meet these people early, and I push hard.
Yeah, man. And I mean, it shows that you pushing hard, and it shows that you believe too, right? Like you walk with a certain amount of confidence, like you get what I'm saying. And I was telling somebody else this, like I think a lot of artists don't understand that their uniqueness is what makes them important, right? So like nobody should sound like somebody else, right? Nobody should have the same bar structure, same tone, same whatever, because I always say friends ain't necessarily fans. You feel me? So it's not for you to like it, it's for them out there to like it, right? And if you put music out there and you get good reception from the people, that's all you need. Like, you know what I mean? That's all you need. And that's exactly what's happening. Like you getting good reception on your songs. Like people like, yo, that's dope.
I do it all because it's funny. I was just with a DJ last night at an event, and it was like, man, I'm playing. I played one song for him. It was like a rap. It's called I Run My Cities.
I run my city. I run my city. Like check the news, I be getting busy. I run my city. I run my city. I don't need a crown, I'm sitting heavy. I run my city. I run my city. Check the news, I be getting busy. I run my city. I run my city. And I don't need a crown, I'm sitting heavy. Said I'm home now, my hometown. They talk about me like I'm on now. Who held me down, I'ma hold them down. What goes around, comes around. You talk shit, that's the internet. You send shots and I'ma send them back. Run the city show, they book me. Hurry, try to give me blackball. First rap show in the hood, nigga. No competition at all. They plotting on me. They plotting on me. Trying to deed on the king. Even gotta watch my homies. This game is thrown on my 6th season. I ain't died for a fucking reason. Whole hood suffocating, but thank me, you still breathing. You politics with a proof that I'm in the news, but you knew that. Next day I'll be out, Sue Surf. I want to show for what it's worth. I'm star-studded, a born getter, and we ain't even get to perform, nigga. Respect me or get ran over. This AP, you catch all shoulders. Shot peep, you up next. You just gotta lose that dead weight. Fuck snitches, we on the same page. Killer Fareed, why? I run my city.
And then the next song I played from was like Safe Trips.
I pray to God for them safe trips. The ones you gotta make alone. A trunk full of charges and indictments. I'm just trying to make it back home. But now you wanna do is fuss and fight, girl.
That's like
And I'm just trying to make it
harmony thing I do, and they're like, yo, who's that? I'm like, that's me too. They're like, nah. I'm like, yeah, that's how I do it all. Then I played, I always go test my records out in the club. I have a record called Pick Up. You know what I mean? And it's more so like the little harmony thing I keep doing. It's not like a Fetty Wap thing or something like that, 'cause they really got these vocals that I really can't reach no more. But it's just like, it gets there kind of, and then it's just like, there's like, well, who's that? Like, that's me too. Yeah, like,
Yo.
nah, for real, this is dope. I'm like, nah, that's me. So it was crazy. And I was like, I had a clip. I ain't posted yet, but there's a clip in there that like the club was like bobbing their head as soon as it dropped. And like, yo, they're still bobbing their head. And like, the club is kind of over. I'm just testing stuff out, see how it sound in the club. And people like stop and start bobbing their head. I'm like, yeah, I got one. So it's just like, yeah, listen. You already know. I used to sing when I was younger, and then once like I think the Tupac the Biggie kind of beef kind of like drew me into rap. Used to rap back in the day, so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna test that out. And then it was like 50 Cent was like my favorite rapper, and I was like, ooh. And then you know what I mean, kind of like sounding him like a few, but back to my core of me. You feel me? I'm gonna just mix it up, and then it's like great sounds is coming out right now.
Yo, I heard the snippet you posted. For everybody out there, it's it's at Bulleproof underscore Belv.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
BLV.
BLV. And yo, I was like, oh, he got one. He got one. But
Which song?
the pickup, the snippet for the pickup.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, look, I'll do a little story mode, whatever like that. I got some bros that's locked down, and I mean, like a lot of people, if anybody ever been in a situation, you went to county jail, state prison, federal prison, whatever like that, and you don't have to be a bad person to be in those places, but situations happen in life, you end up in a certain situation. So when you get there, you try to call all the numbers you know, and people are working, people are doing this, that, and the third. and then the people from jail, they have nothing else to do because they're just in jail. You know what I mean, you're
Yeah.
in your room 24, 23 hours out of the day sometimes. So they want to hear what's going on out in the streets. So the song is about like bros calling home. They hearing that I'm lit. They hearing that I'm doing everything that you're hearing. That you're asking about.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you doing this, that, and third. They're like, yo, we heard you lit. We heard you with Fetty Wap. We heard Wap is at your house. That, and the third. We heard this, that, and third. People saying like they seen you driving a 017. That I'm like, and then funny thing about it, it just happened. So I'm like, got a beat. Matter of fact, I came up with the chorus in my head, sent it to my man. Cheese is one El Trapo Cheese. He on the gram. He's my producer. He makes all my beats, and he just sent me a crazy beat, and I'm like, and it just came out. It came out crazy, man. I wrote it in like less than an hour. Went to the studio like 2 days later. But I'm saying it's gonna drop. I actually got a surprise for everybody too. I got so much material, and everybody's waiting for the Insane Reality mixtape to come out that I actually ended up doubling up on the songs that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a possibility I'll be coming out with 2 CDs,
Oh, like a
dropping a
double.
mixtape on Spinrella called Insane Reality. Everybody's waiting for that one. And I think I have another one. I don't know if the title's really going to be 1111, but this might be 1111. And I'm probably going to drop that November 11th. And it's probably going to have pickup on it and a couple other joints on there that's like fire. So
Yeah, man, that pickup one sound real good, but you got a couple of joints. Like, I don't want to just make it seem like pickup was your first one. Like, you had a couple of joints for a long time.
Oh yeah, Dark City Lights. Oh my God,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like my favorite. It's amazing, and it's like the first time I ever did something where it was like welcomed
Yeah, that was
to
crossover.
all genres of music.
That's what you call crossover success. I mean, you got the so the dude is it Maddie Carmichael?
Maddie Carlock.
Carlisle.
Carlock. CARLOCK.
Oh, Carlock. All right, Maddie Carlock. Yeah, he's a real soulful dude. You know, he definitely brought a good quality of vocals and also gave the song that crossover appeal. So it's got a nice mellow tone to it, right? But you hit him with an actual representation of what it's like to be from Asbury Park. Like, it was mad descriptive. It was mad deep when you were breaking it down. I felt like we was back on Bangs, you get what I'm saying, walking the main street and shit. And like like all that, I could just feel it. Like, if you from that area and you understand what it's like, you'll feel it.
It kind of, and it's funny that you said it because it's like kind of like or things that I'm from and stuff like that, or what people heard about, like not if you're in an urban area and it's like a bad neighborhood, and it's actually walking from the bad urban part of the neighborhood, and you walk towards the beach where obviously you have more law enforcement attention, so there's less crime, so you're walking towards that, and you're walking out of the crime, and it kind of felt like that at my point in my life where it's like I'm leaving out of those type of situations. I moved out of Asbury, and it's just like a lot of good things are happening to me. So I'm moving towards the light, and that's kind of filled. But I wanted to make sure people understand like this is where I came from, but this is where I'm headed. And I said it in one of my verses. I said I made it out. I hope you make it out.
Yeah.
Walk down Bay and take a different route. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm in a position where I don't have to go back to that type of stuff or get back in those situations. And I just pray that everyone in those type of situations, not just Asbury, any urban area, that your whole main focus is, you know what I mean, to leave it alone. A lot of people, they get stuck in the ways and want to stay in that type of environment where it's negativity. And a lot of people don't make it out of that. And it's just like, I'm praying that you guys make it out. I'm praying that the people make it out of it. And for the people that don't know about it, you know what I mean, that looking from outside in, or you're reading about bad things happening in the urban areas in the newspaper or hearing about it, it's like, you know what I mean, I'm giving you a light. Like, a lot of people want to make it out of it. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to give like the script I just wanted to paint a picture for both sides, and so everyone could look at it and be like, yo, I understand, or I understand I want to leave out, or I understand that's why I don't want to be.
No, I picked it up, like listening to it. But yeah, I mean, definitely that is deep. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's good to hear nowadays, where a lot of people cop out on lyrics and they cop out on content for catchy mumble rap, like they say, you know? So, I mean, it's much appreciated that you take the time to even go that deep or paint that picture, especially from someone else that's from the area. So it's good to hear that. But you had other joints too. We can go deeper too, man.
Wait, with my operation? I mean, what
My
you talking about?
operation, let's go.
And you a fucking cop, nigga. Hammer close, I'm always in some beef. I gotta live in these streets. I'm getting paid with all this dirty money. I see the opposition, I know they hating on me. But you a fucking knob, nigga. And we don't fuck with cop niggas. My operation brought the whole city buzz. Besides the rats, I showed the whole city love. Bloods turning Crips, these Crips turning blood. These snake ass niggas do anything for the love. I seen your paperwork, you on Google, nigga. You was on that stand, that's how we view you niggas. Cops watching, fans tapping phones. Swap rated cause your homie got that wire on. We beefing, never let that drama slide. My city catching bodies while we still alive. You ever break a pound down to all ace? Money in the freezer, hundreds cold with that blue face. Glad wrap the bread just in case I catch a new case. Cause everybody snitching, that's the new wave. Free Rex and Millie, everybody feel us now. And why I hate, I never let the city down.
You got more. You got a lot of hits. My operation. I remember you played it for me. He's like, yo, this is my joint, my operation. I'm like, I put it on.
I mean,
I'm
that's what kind of like put me out there. Like, it literally put me out there because I dropped a record. I actually heard a record in this is the real story. Because you my brother, so I'm gonna let you know the real story. And I actually heard a record from a person that I personally don't get along with, and they were like saying things or like that. It wasn't directed at me or anybody I be with, but it was directed towards the type of lifestyle I live. And it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna make a record. So it really wasn't a diss record, but it was more of like, I'm gonna correct what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna paint the right picture because the picture you're painting is false. So when I made that record, it fit so well, and it came out so nice, and it was well structured and everything like that. It was just like, all right, boom. This one I was really still in the street, so that was like the record. You feel me? Yeah. And I met up with I think DJ Tarzan.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, yo, you want to do some showcases? I'm like, yeah, I'll do some showcases. And he actually put that record on his Hawk Share, which around that time I was being competitive with local rappers, and this is how I made myself better. Like, I was being competitive with local rappers. I want to get that big, and then if I get bigger than that, I'm gonna get even bigger. So I looked on his talk share and I saw like most of the local rappers getting like 1,200, maybe 1,500 plays on their songs. So that song within like a month, it like had 30,000 plays. I'm like, yo,
damn,
this is crazy. 30,000 plays. So that was big for me. So I started doing shows, and every single show I did, people would come up to me like, yo, that record is, oh my goodness. Like, and then even people from my area that didn't like me came to my shows and was like, yo, that record fire. I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? And that kind of like, I think I met WAP after that. And this is like a little bit before he got his deal. And he was just, I guess we had did a song together. And then he had played a couple of my joints in the studio with all his friends. And his DJ S, that was just like, yo, he played most of all your stuff here. He's like, yo, your records is hard, bro. And he liked your records. I'm like, all right, I got a person that has this type of fan base that love my records. I got the hood loving my records. And it was just like, that kind of, my operation kind of put me in that spotlight to where it's like, all right, I'm not out of the music game yet. I could really just, you know what I mean? Let me dive in. Let me give the fan base what they want and get even more, a bigger fan base.
Yeah. So, and I didn't know that. I thought my operation came after you met Fetty Wap.
No, that's the funny thing about it. I had a lot of like haters from out my way, and they really like comments. Sometimes I screenshot the comments to motivate myself.
Yeah.
And they're saying like, oh, well, if it wasn't for Fetty Wap, you wouldn't have the buzz you had. And if you go look at my SoundCloud, my operation's up there first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then comes, even if you look at like blogs and stuff like that with my operation, that was first.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason it looked like it came second is because when I dropped the video is I had Dot Boy 1738. He's one of people in RGF at the time, and he was in the video. So people assumed that that record came out the same time. No, the record been out. I've been pushing that record for a long time. Just go check on Hawkshare. Matter of fact, yeah, DJ Tarzan's Hawkshare. That record been out before I met WAP, before he got signed. And I'm not taking nothing away from WAP. I'm just saying, just giving the timeline. Before he got signed. And then I met, you know what I mean, Fetty Wap through DJ S-Dot.
And that's when y'all did the Crazy joint.
Big Zoo, I rep tour for 22nd. Got a big ass check for anybody trying to help me. Got a black 8 off for any nigga trying to rob me. Keep a handgun on me just in case it's in my pockets. Big Zoo, I run on for my city. Got a drop top, beam a bad bitch to ride with me. I'm a squad with. I don't tell niggas ride with me. Same niggas getting bread, same niggas die with me. Niggas trying to be my son, I'ma leave his eye missing. Bitches getting curved cause they think that I'm fishing. I bang rule work for me, I'm pimping. Pop the clutch on them and you think we pig slipping. All about the bands, WAP, all about the benches. Make the money flip, make the money hit the send me WAP. All about the bands, WAP, all about the benches. Make the money flip, make the money hit the send me. It's something about a young nigga. Got these bitches going crazy. Have you seen my Benz, nigga? Have you seen my Mercedes? I got a drop top baby, and I pull it out late. It's something about when I say it.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it, my operation, like I was leaving the rap game because I was like, yo, I gotta start growing up, living a real life. You know what I mean? Not saying rap ain't a real life, but it's just like I have bills that to pay. Like that.
It's a deep dream.
My operation is like, whoa. Listen, I'm your dream. I'm still here. Look what I could do for you.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's music for you in general, man. It's like, as soon as you be like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone for a while, you get inspired again and you just start out of nowhere with some fire and be like, yo, I gotta stick with it just a little bit longer. As soon as you get out, it pulls you right back in.
I'm saying it's a magical thing because at the end of the day, you could be of any age, as long as your vocals somehow work in some type of way, you could make magic. You have people that are in their 50s or 40s and they're literally writing other people's songs. And, you know what I mean? Like all these R&B singers, and like nobody knew Neil was writing most of all these R&B female songs for female artists.
Yep.
But he was.
Yeah.
I mean, until he came out and like, well, let me sing my own songs, people didn't know who he was. So I'm like, at the end of the day, music is always within everybody at all time. It's just, do your music fit during that time and space and that trend that's going on right now?
Yeah. So let's talk about it for a second. So when it comes to you creating, when it comes to you still being interested in music, like what inspires you to keep going?
It's weird. The first thing I thought about when you said that, I was about to say the hate, but I mean, that's not number one, but from a young age, I had people tell me, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. Even like family members, you can't do this. Oh, shut up. I might want to hear that. And I just kept pushing and trying to get better and better because that's just how I am. If you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to get better at it. Like I have a fear of heights, but I will still go on a roller coaster. I mean, I would still climb a roof to get something off the roof. I wouldn't just climb the roof for no reason, but if you tell me something I can't do, I'm going to do it. So hate is one of them. Passion is just like, I grew up in a church and we had like a little band we put together. A lot of people say I lack communicational skills when it comes to like arguments and stuff like that. So it was, I think someone told me like, if you want to argue me, just make a song because you're better at that. So I think I can express my feelings way better musically than I can via communication, verbally, like just talking back and forth.
But that's valid though, because music's a form of expression. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so I mean, and everybody expresses differently. There's nothing wrong with that.
Everything comes and all my music comes from the heart. Like all the stuff that I did, I actually been through it. You know what I mean? It's nothing that somebody could be like, I'm not saying that people you can write whatever you want, but I'm saying me personally, I'm a reality musician. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a singer. I'm a reality musician. Most of everything that I went through, I'm gonna put it in songs in some type of sort of way. So it's just like the way I can get it out. It's my therapy. So like just the passion alone of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn. You know what I mean? Everything's done with passion. So it's just like I really just grind off that. Like right now, I'm working on the record. It's crazy, man. Like there's so many records I'm working on right now.
So what's your
And right,
process? So you like come with an idea, you do the hook first, you write bars, or you just got like bars laying around?
it's so many different processes, but the best process that I've really fit right now, which I've been doing, but kind of best process is with and comes with the beats and all that stuff like that. I actually come up with the chorus first, and then I'll send the chorus like something like that with the chorus harmony to my producer. Like I said, Cheese. One sent to him who actually make the beat fitting around with the melodies and all that. Send it back, and that's how I get those like the songs that come out crazy, like Wave Runner with Fetty Wap, um, pick up the phone, um, my operator, those type of songs. Those songs I made the chorus in my head first, because it's like I think songs are like books to me. The chorus is the title, and the verses are basically the story.
Yeah. Okay.
So and that's how I come up with that. And it's just like if it's a good song, I know it's a good song because I'll hit the lyrics within like 30 minutes to an hour,
Yeah.
and the whole song be done. I correct stuff here and there, but if it's a 30 minutes to an hour and the song is done, like, and then I go to the studio and write it because I don't want to waste money in the studio while I'm
Yeah.
sitting there writing songs.
Yeah, listen, man, don't go in there and play around, right? Because that shit adds up.
No, I tell everybody, listen, people go in there, you're not a millionaire. I mean, you don't have a lot of money. I mean, don't go in there and play around. Make one or two songs, then go to the studio, knock those out within an hour,
Yeah.
and leave.
Yeah.
You go in there writing for 40 minutes. Then you got what? Then you got 20 minutes left on that hour that you just spent.
And you're not gonna get it
You
right
rush.
the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You rush through it. You miss cadences. You miss uh how you miss a word or two. It's just like you gotta go back in there. At least my first time going in there, I got the whole rough draft done. So next time I go in there, I can have a song already done, a song ready for them. Plus, I could just fix up some stuff in my other song. Like I
Yeah.
think pick up the phone. I have like 2, 3 things I need to fix. But other than that, like I know anybody that ever heard that song, they're like, yo, you don't need to fix nothing. I'm like, I hear stuff, but
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah. I started doing voice notes. So
what's that?
I'll put on a beat, and like if I like it, if I'm really really inspired about it, like I mean like this is it, like I need this, and I'm feeling the vibe. I've been listening to it over and over. I get on my phone and do the voice notes, and I just like kind of freestyle everything, right? And then later I'll go back and I'll listen to how like stuff that was coming to me when I first heard the beat, and then I'll write it, and then I'll write the song around that. Because sometimes I'll hear a beat, instantly get inspired, and then I'll forget it later when I try to sit down and write it. So I do the voice notes. It's like a voice note app, and
No,
like
you
some
know that's funny because a lot of people do it that way in real life. I see people like, I think personally like Fetty Wap does that. We were in the studio and he's actually like going in his head. Matter of fact, Al Bial does that. He goes over in his head. He keeps going, he keeps going, and I never seen him write anything down. And then he'll go straight inside the booth, and it'll be like 16 right there. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, I can't. I gotta sit down and write later. I can't just go right in the booth. But it helps. It makes it quicker. You can get more songs done like that. But yeah, I mean that's dope though, man. I mean, whatever works. And it looks like your method right now is working, man. Like, how would you like classify your sound, right? Like, what would you say your music is?
Like I said, I classify myself as a musician because I do a lot of stuff, rap, harmonies, but I think it's like a harmony kind of mixed with like rap. Because one point in time I could just rap, and then the next point in time, like you hear pick up the phone. I mean, I think they did little auto tools in it, but more of it's like a harmony, it's a melody, and it's just like I don't know. I would class myself like I vibe. That's
Yeah,
it. I
right.
vibe.
Yeah.
If you give me a beat that I don't necessarily want to rap on, like I did a song with Chad B. It's called Whoa. It didn't come out yet. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna put it on his project or he wants to fully give it to me. But if when we chill, I'll let you hear it. But basically, he raps on there, and then I jump on there and I vibe on it. Like I do like a little harmony thing, and someone heard it, and I'm playing. They're like, "Yo." It was like I thought you was about to rap on it too. I was like, should I rap? And they're like, no, that's perfect. Matter of fact, that's what Chad B told me. He's like, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So I think it's like I class myself like I vibe. I vibe on anything. It's like a vibe harmony. So if I come out rapping, that's what the beat chose for me. I mean, I go with the beat.
So, Asbury Park Press has been showing a lot of love lately, right? Respect to them for one recognizing hip hop, right?
My
Because
man Chris Jordan, basically my man Chris Jordan.
he's been doing a good job over there. And he's been capturing a lot of music. They do top artists to watch every year, and they do a lot of individual pieces. And he's been like specifically following your career, right? And I think that's dope. And most recently, you were in there. Was it last week? I saw
I think it was this week.
this week.
Yeah, this week. It was actually like I think yesterday or the day before.
And I saw he was talking about from Bruce Springsteen to Bulletproof Belv or something like that, right? Like,
Yeah.
so for those who don't know, Asbury Park Press most famous for being, I don't know if it's the birthplace, but the home of Springsteen, right? And so Springsteen used to go to Stone Pony and play, and apparently he still does to this day. So most of the time, depending on where you're from, what genre, if you say, yo, I'm from Asbury Park, they'll either assume Bruce Springsteen or highest murder rate in New Jersey for a couple of years. So depending on where you're from, but it's hard to get
Or it's known for the beach or
for the
a
beach.
lot of it was actually in the boardwalk for the boardwalk was in the Sopranos.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They shot a lot of episodes of Sopranos out there. So now, shout out to them for recognizing that and just including you in that sentence. So that's a big sentence from Springsteen to Bulletproof Belv. And so you've done shows. You talked about Tarzan and doing shows with Tarzan, but still no shows in Asbury, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Well, no shows down here, period.
It's crazy.
In the whole central Jersey.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And been trying to change that. Like I personally been trying to get in a position, right, where be able to throw a hip hop show. So, I've been trying to do a lot of stuff locally lately and trying to do a lot of politics with that. So we had a thing at the Headliner. We had I think another spot, but
I think Chris Jordan asked me something about that, and my play on that was basically like it's not really the artist's fault, and it's not the venue's fault either, because Asbury is known for violence when it comes to hip hop. If you don't remember, also Asbury is known for the Greek Fest.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I think they had like DMX and them out there one year. This is way back.
I remember that shit was crazy.
Shootings happened, whatever like that, where they had to shut the Greek Fest down, and I mean after that they kind of like didn't allow hip hop really do shows because there's a lot of violence after hip hop shows. But I think the artists have to, in my own opinion, I'm not saying any other artist, in my opinion, an artist has to write a record that's not seriously like based on all violence, and also, I mean, you want to be able to do a variety of records, and that's why I think I came with Dark City Lights. That's not what I was trying to do with Dark City Lights, but when Dark City Lights was done, and me and Maddie Carlock are actually talking about it, we're gonna try to do a show out there, and with that song, we can because it's not really. I don't want to portray it as like, yo, this is fully hip hop. It's like a motivational. It's like a paint of a picture song, and it's
a real
good
song.
song.
It captures a lot of emotion. Yeah,
it's a good feeling song, and it's just like I want to be able to do that with Maddie Carlock.
Yeah,
and
I think
his crowd and his fan base actually love the record, and they're not like a hip hop fan base. And I'm not trying to stereotype because I'm an African American, so it's just like their fan base is the type to go and listen to a record or listen to a show and not have violence after a show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hip hop in, let's say, Monmouth County, Ocean County. It's a lot of drama. So at the end of the day, I just want to be less drama as possible. So hopefully, if we do get the show done, and me and Maddie Carlisle do get the venue out here, and we can just show them that we can do something. I would like to be a pioneer for that, like a big show. Because I know there's other artists that do shows. I would like to be a pioneer for a big show. Like, cause in some ways I kind of think I'm a pioneer for like the hip hop in Asbury Park Press because
Oh yeah,
not a lot of
100%.
people,
Yeah, 100%.
not a lot of people were doing that at the time. You know what I mean, and now all of a sudden it's just like every artist is. You get me? So it's like I'm actually happy that artists are getting a good look now because it's like sometimes it's hard being the one like holding a
Hmm.
torch or anything like that because it's like, man, take that light off me so I could start writing my music again.
Yeah, I mean, you want a support system, right? You want a base, right? And then the base gets built up into the pyramid, right? So you want to, and then you want to be on top of the pyramid. So you definitely want to have other people too, and then you want to, but then at the same time, you being a standout and one of the originals. Yeah, I mean, I think that there should be a lot more shows, and I think that venues should open up a little bit more. I mean, they got the money. A lot of these venues in Asbury Park are historical venues, and they've been
but
making a lot of money for a lot of years.
but it also it's not 100% their fault because you gotta understand that with I know you understand, but the listeners have to understand
Yeah,
with the venue. It's with the venue you gotta understand that they want the venue to be able to be packed. If you can't pack the venue, then it's just like what's the point of pack Oh, I dropped my phone. What's the point of booking an artist if they can't pack? You know what I mean, the show.
yeah, yes, they're right. And I was talking to somebody else about that. A lot of times it's a lot of people think this happens overnight, right? And they just like, oh, he just went from put one song out and then all of a sudden he's selling out 1,000 seat arenas, and it don't really work like that. It's like you got to do a show with 10 people, then you work your way up to 15, and then 20, and then you get to the point where you got 100 or 1,000 people
I
at a
see a lot
venue.
of people they on the internet. Yo, people don't come out to my show, or people don't. They're not showing support. You rather show support to other artists than to support your hometown person. And it's not that. It's just, you know what I mean, if you don't, I don't get mad at nobody that don't come out to my shows. If my family doesn't come out, I don't get mad. Keep doing those venues. Keep building your name up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because if you have to tell somebody to do something for you, that's not really
yeah. You
true
can't you
love. That's
can't
not
make
really
them
true fan base.
you can't make them buy tickets.
Yeah, you can't make don't
Yeah.
and if you do, that's not true fans. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's not just true people that love you. They're only doing it because you put them on you put the spotlight on them, and they didn't want to lie to you.
Yeah.
That's like telling somebody like, "Yo, this song is hot, right?" And so they don't want to lie to you. Most people be like, "Yeah, this song is hot." This and third. Instead of asking like, "Let me know if this song is good or it's not good." Give them an option.
Well, I seen it firsthand because you when I did the shows up there at the Blue Room, and you performed there. Everybody set it up. They boys and people they knew was coming, but you actually had people that none of us knew came there to take pictures with you. I'm like, yo, this shit hit me. I'm like, yo, this thing got fans.
Not and now it's surprising to me. It's like on Instagram, people are reposting my music and adding me every day. It's like 10 or 15 or 20 people adding me, and every day they're reposting and reposting and reaching out to me, and it's like I'd be so surprised that I've been doing this for so long that I like this is the first time I ever got that type of buzz like so now I have a fan page where I actually have somebody posting up all the fans that write me, then post up their comments or anything like
That's
that.
what's up.
And then I have on my story mode, which actually disappears in 24 hours. I'll post their comments because it's dope to me, man. Because they're showing me love. I want to show them love back and show them that I really look at their comments. And now artists are reaching out to me from Asbury and Mount Carrier. They were asking to do songs and it's super dope. But like I said, like you said, it takes time. I mean, a year or two ago when 2 years ago when I did my operation, and no one was reaching out to me. So I was going to the Blue Room Lounge,
Hmm.
and this is a good a tool that people need to be taught. I was going to Blue Room Lounge by myself a couple of times, or with just one person, and even my people like, yo, bring a whole bunch of Blue Room Lounge. Like, bring all your people. Like, I don't want to bring all my people. They know my songs.
Hmm.
I want to do it in front of a crowd full of people that do not know my songs.
Hmm.
So I call the DJ Tarzan showcases. I call it the showcase circuit, not circus circuit, because I'll do them and do them and do them to the point where someone else fan that came to see them will come up to me and be like, yo, that record's dope. And I
Yeah.
have my card ready for him. Like, here, check it out.
Yep. Yeah,
You
that's
know what I mean?
it.
So I actually gained a new fan. You know what I mean? Just by doing the circuits, shows.
So here's a question with you, man. Since we're talking about the shows, when you gonna start hitting other markets, man? They got a lot. There's a lot of markets I think you would do well in, like the I don't know if you heard like the Beats and Beers, A3C Festival, and it's most importantly that South by Southwest stage, man. I know you can 100% get out there.
Well, actually, I'm still like I said, like there's always a process. Like, I I only speak on people I know, and I speak about situations I know or I talk to a person about. And I was like speaking to Fetty Wap about it, and everybody was like, "Oh," I see comments, "Oh, he's on the decrease or this, that, and the third," and they forget that Trap Queen and his whole album that was his first album, and
Hmm.
he has in most of all those records, well, a couple of them, I think like he has 3 to 4 platinum records, and he like I think he almost broke one of Michael Jackson's records or something like that. And it's just like you have to take the time after the album, do your shows. Then you have to take the time after that to write songs for your next upcoming album. And it's a process you go through. And right now I'm going through the process where I'm writing for these next two, the mixtape and the EP that's coming out, so that I could do shows like that and at a bigger stage. But like you said, the song "Pick Up," that's a whole different type of song that I had on my that I'm having on these tapes coming out that I didn't have on Proof Over Politics.
Hmm.
Proof Over Politics was nothing but raw rapping, lyrics, a couple of stories here and there. It was I don't think it was like no melodies, no harmonies. There was no pick up the phone. There was no safe trips. There was no dark city lights on that song. On that, my operation was the hit single out of that whole EP. I mean, mixtape, whatever I dropped. And at the end of the day, that was a rap. It was all rap, all lyrics, all bars. A little bit story, but all bars. This tape I have coming out now, you could vibe to it. Like you said, Dark City Lights. It's an emotional record. It's either gonna make you happy, sad and happy. You know what I mean? Gloomy. These records right here are all emotional. They're emotional records.
Yeah, I think that you could definitely get to some of those. And definitely once like a larger audience hear you outside of Jersey, I think they love you, man. They love your sound for the
Oh no,
realness,
I'm
for the
definitely like I
melody.
said. It's just the fact that I want to get these things out of my head now,
Yeah.
put them down. So once it's time to perform, they don't have to just go proof over politics.
Hmm.
They're like, yo, he has proof over politics. He has insane reality, and then he has the tape 1111.
Yeah, he's got
It's
a
just
whole
like I have
catalog.
multiple things I could be doing for them just in rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping. And a lot of times I have features, and it's hard to perform features. Like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now, Wave Runner with Fetty Wap is going crazy,
yeah. I
and
saw
people
that.
are like overly excited about it. And it's just like, wow, I got that little buzz. Let me finish up these new songs,
Hmm.
and this way I could drop like pickup. And like you said, you heard a snippet of it, and it's just like, yo, you have a hit. So, and that's no features right there.
Yeah,
So I don't want people like, yo, he only can make hot songs with
with
Fetty Wap.
somebody
He
else.
only
Yeah,
can make hot songs with Albion. He only can make hot songs with Maddie Carlisle. I can make hot songs Dolo too.
yeah, definitely. Yo, so and also a lot of people don't know outside of the music, man. You got a lot of brothers, man. Your brothers on the come up too, man. Shout out to them. I know one of your brothers is directing, right? And then a lot of
Fly
them is
Rez, he's the
rapping.
director.
Yep, and then the others rapping. And then it looks like another one's in love, man. Every time I see him, he got a chick
Oh
wrapped
my,
up.
and Fly Rez, Fly Rez, the director, has a twin brother, Rome. And I mean, he's in that stage. You feel me? It's just like everyone goes to. It's funny. I was telling my mom, I was like, everyone goes to that stage. You have that one girl where it's like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
I love her.
yeah,
And the funny thing about it is, I'm glad he learned at a young age that it don't matter. You can post her. You love her. That's what
yeah,
you want. That's what you post her, bro.
yeah. It's
Because at the
cool,
end of
cool
the
to
day,
see.
so many people out here trying to be hard and gangster that they'll lose their girlfriends. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? Or the fact that they won't post her, they won't tell her they
mhm.
love her, and they trying to show off for their friends or show off for the media. No, man. Like you got people making millions of dollars singing songs like Trap Queen or
Mhm.
uh, telling somebody they love them on a song or something like that. But then you have gangster rap where you're not. It's hard to make $1 million off of gangster rap.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Who makes the most money?
The
R&B
R&B,
singers.
without a doubt. Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
So it's just like at the end
Chris
of the day,
Brown.
man, show your emotions, man. You got one life to live. Show your emotions and listen. I'm proud of him. You feel me? I told my other bro, I'm not gonna be doing it right now. I'm on the grind right now, so ain't no love right now.
Yo, and
But
then
nah, like I got 11 brothers. We all 1 year apart, same mom, same dad. We all named after the 12 apostles in the Bible. And I do have one sister, half sister, but they all some way into music. I told you we grew up in the church and we had like our own little band that we did for the choir. It was just us. Um, but I see that a lot of things that I'm doing, like they musically, personally, I think they're lyrically way more talented than I am. I tell them this all the time. It's just that my drive is crazy, and I just hope they see my drive and they be like, yo, if I drive like he's driving, I get the same type of feedback. Because I mean, around here, people love their music. I
yeah,
want them to get out and do shows. Just like you're telling me to go somewhere else, I'm telling them to go out and do shows like up north and here and there. I'm like, people would love them.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. I
Mhm.
see him grinding, and your brother might be the best director in New Jersey. At like I don't
Oh,
know.
he definitely is.
Yo,
My boy HD Picasso, I shot him out. My boy HD Picasso, he was locked up. He literally from jail told his manager like, when I come home, I want to work with. He literally just came home a couple months ago. He's like, I want to work with Fly Reds. That's who I want to work with as a director.
he definitely got the talent for it, man. He making anything look good. You know what I'm
Yo, you know the
saying?
funny thing about it is, I hate to take. I'm not taking away none of his talent anyway. But I actually taught him
You taught him. That's right. I remember.
kind of, and then he just, you know how you teach somebody something
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
but they just like flourish and just go way beyond what you.
yeah.
I'm like Master Yoshi, and he's like Goku.
Yeah, you taught him.
If
You
y'all
taught
watch
him.
Dragon Ball Z, like he is Super Saiyan God right now, and he's
Yeah. I remember when everybody was doing the street DVDs. I won't say the dude name, but he had an idea about doing a street DVD. We all came up to Keen to use the computer lab, and we was trying to edit. He was trying to tell him how to edit, and he was like. He just wasn't learning the dude I'm talking about. He couldn't get it. And he never finished the DVD.
nah, like I said, some things is some things you can learn. There's two ways you can learn. There's some things people could learn and just do it. Like somebody tells you like 1 plus 1 is 2, like mathematics, this, that, and the third. So you just follow the structure and the algebraic formula they give you. And then you have other people where they learn it and then they just make something of it. They become Albert Einstein or something like that. And with Final Cut Pro, I learned it, but I loved it because it's like I could tell my story through this and won awards for it, whatever like they're making documentaries. Now my brother, I wasn't Albert Einstein, but my brother ended up becoming like an Albert Einstein in Final Cut Pro. And it's just like he didn't even go to school for it. I taught him a little bit how to lay the tracks, how to cut the tracks, but his whole formula that he made up and how he wanted to do it is like amazing. I'm like, yo, I
hmm
sit there and watch him. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
over for me. I'm not even. I got Final Cut Pro on my iMac. I'm like, I'm not even doing that no more.
Nah,
Somebody's
just
gonna
use
laugh
him.
at me.
They could be like, Fly Reg did that? He'd be like, nah. He'd be like, yo, get that out of here.
No, they would tell like, yo, that's not flying bears right there. 'Cause I told him a couple times like, yo, so he stay up all night sometimes editing videos. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
I'll edit it for you and shit. Like, he's like, nah, bro, they gonna tell it's not me. I'm like, you right.
it's time consuming to be editing. That's what's up, man. Power to him. Yeah, man. So, I mean, it's a blessing, man. Definitely came up successful, dropped records, good review, notability as far as the local paper and a lot of the blogs. I know you was in the Source Mag or Source
Yeah,
Online.
you got people don't understand. You gotta build
Build,
a
yeah.
reputation. Or not a relationship. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Well, your relationship is a reputation, but build a relationship and make those bridges. Don't burn them with any type of outlet, and newspapers are outlets, social media, blogs, they're outlets. Everything's an outlet. Anything that can get your music out there. Because, like I said, I'm not in Japan right now, but these social medias are in Japan. You
Mm-hmm.
mean? So these places that you can't reach physically, and you don't have the finances to reach them physically, take via plane travel, whatever like that. Social media and internet can reach them faster. So it's just like at the end of the day, boom, right then and there, it's right in front of your face. So like these outlets, I built a relationship with Chris Jordan, and cool. Anything that's on music is funny. Anything that's on me, he just hits me up. He's like, yo, I'm like, yo, anything for you, bro. 'Cause he was the first one to write about me in paper. Anything for you. Blogs. I have a couple of bloggers. As soon as I drop something, they reach out to me. Showcases. They'll always reach out to me if I'm in the mood to do it. I do it. If I can or I'm busy, I can't do it. I can't do it. But they understand it. And you the bro. So like I said, anything you ask or you like, yo, want to do it? Listen, you got that. But I think music personally is like 20% of the game.
It is. It might even
Hard
be. It might even
work.
be less than that.
You right. I think I heard somebody like that. So it's like the footwork and everything else is 80% of the game.
Yeah, it's time. A lot of his timing. You know, a lot of his chance. You know, but a lot of his footwork. Like I saw a post and somebody was like, "It's not a hit record if nobody hears it, right?" And the only way to hear it is to get it out there. And it's not gonna. You can't just put it on SoundCloud. It's not gonna go to 100 million.
Oh, I seen the same post. I don't know if you sent it to me or I just seen it, but that was 100% true because I literally listen to records out here, Monmouth County, Ocean County, and I think they're amazing records. And I think I have a good ear for music. Like I met Fetty Wap before he got the deal, and I know a lot of people heard from him up that way. People down here really didn't hear him. I'm like, I saw him like, yo, DJ S, like, you gotta let me open up for him. You gotta let me do something for him because he's hot, bro. He hot. And then all of a sudden, boom, he blows up crazy to the whole United States and more. And it's just like, so the same thing with Al Bial before he got his record there when he came home. I'm like, yo, it's a dope artist. That's a guy named Mike Hardy coming up. He's originally from, I think, Tom's River or Lakewood. He lives up north now, I think. But I was a dope artist. He has 1 million plays on SoundCloud.
Damn, I know that many.
Shotgun Shorty, 1 million plays. That's why I did a song way big with him. But at the end of the day, it's just like these artists really work hard. But artists out here right now, I think got dope songs. They just don't put that footwork in. And then I literally read posts and they're like, oh, people don't support the second, third. And I'm liking that post and all that stuff, but my one like can't get you a deal. My one like can't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just a fan like everybody else, but you ain't putting that hard work in, that footwork in, guess what? That hot song that you made is gonna be hot right where you left it at.
That's true. So where can everybody find you at, man?
Obviously, fuck it. My Facebook, start with the small stuff. Facebook is James Anderson. It's gonna be hard to find me because the million James Anderson, but you'll see like this music stuff. Twitter, Bulleproof Belv, BELV, Instagram, Bulleproof _Belv. That's BELV again. SoundCloud, Tidal, Spotify, anywhere basically. Google, if you Google it,
Google search.
Belv. It's a crazy name. It's a long name, so it's hard to miss me. And right now, the hot song out right now, single, Wave Running, RUNNIN, featuring Fetty Wap. Listen, if you look, Google it, you'll find everything, man. But I'm out there, man. Hopefully, I mean, y'all go find it, y'all like it. If you don't like it, thank you for the listen. You know what I mean? If you hating, thank you for the support. Thank you for hating everything. All attention good, man.
Yeah, man. So, man, thank you for your time. I mean, I know there's gonna be a lot more coming from you, and me and you got to do some collabs, man. You got to do something.
You the bro. Whatever you want. Anytime you interview, song, you hit me up. It's done, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. As always, man. And this is also nobody.
Much
also nobody.
success in your podcast too, bro. Much success, like for real.
Oh, definitely. I'm just definitely trying to keep it going and getting a good guest. Mostly people I believe is dope. You get what I'm saying? That's the whole premise, right? it's like, it's not just like, oh, I want to reach out to him because he's doing this. Like, I always felt like I knew talented people, and I just want to talk to them. You get what I'm saying? And put the highlight on that. And that's why I reach out to you. And that's why I reach out to everybody. Everybody on here is from people I personally know that the world needs to hear. I just hope they're listening. That's it. All right, man. It's the Awesome Nobody. You now tuned in to the Awesome Nobody podcast. Let's go.
We wave running, we wave running, we wave running. Tell them hold the wave coming, bitch. Like tell them hold the wave coming, bitch. Tell them hold the wave coming.
On the wave, I might fuck around and splash on them. Dig a grave, shoot a nigga, then I skate on them. Bitch, I'm paid, it's no wonder why they hating on her. Yeah, fucking cage, I'm the zoo, running laps, catch up. And I chill just to show these niggas they don't match up. Trap God used to flip it like a dirty matchup. Got a pops, but the streets raised me, I'm a bastard. Used to see my new whip, it go very faster. I'm a bulletproof, and something bulletproof. Yeah, it got 4 doors, but it's still a cool. Yeah, bitch, 40 leave him shaking in his fucking boots. Yeah, 17 games, who we on them too. Yeah, hey, homie, don't mistake me, really play with tools. Yeah, I got different kind of money, please obey the rules. Yeah, homie, don't mistake me, really play with tools. Yeah, I got different kind of money, please obey the rules.
We wave running, we wave running, we wave running. Tell them hold the wave coming. Like tell them hold the wave coming. Tell them hold the wave coming. I'm giving money, all they do is hate. 20 bands on me now, throw it in your face. The weight different, we weight different. Whatever in your safe, my safe different. Love me now, don't love me later. Don't count my pockets, got a lot of paper. And I'm with Fetty Wap, Fetty get you mop. We came from the streets, I put that on my P's. We was shopping, probably spending hella bread. Don't hit my phone if you not my man. And free the gang, I'ma never change. I bought the watch, not bought the chain. Look at my feet, I'm Jordan down. Looking like water when I walk around. All this money I can never drown. I run my city, I run the town. We wave running, we wave running, we wave running. Tell them hold the wave coming. Like tell them